What's cracking, what's cracking, what's cracking? It's People's Champ. Look, this video right here is strictly to gear y'all towards the things that is a must that need to take place in order to be successful in life. Right now, where I'm at in my life, comfortable. You know how I feel when your boss tell you what you have to do. You have to get there on time. You can't be late. You don't get any sick days, or you don't qualify for sick days and everything, and vacation time and all that. You know how that feel, right? You know exactly how I feel, right? I don't. I don't know what it feel like. I couldn't tell you what it feel like. And the reason why I don't know is because I always took the initiative to be my own boss. Even when I was in a strip club, I did everything my way. I can't think of things that I can regret that I done in my life. There are things that I would do a little different, but as far as regret, I can't think of any, you know. However, the steps that I had to take to get to where I'm at and where I'm still headed and where I'm going is sacrifices. I had to sacrifice family, friends, relationships. And what I mean by that, when I say family, friends, relationships, let's start off with number one, family. I had to sacrifice my family. And when I say sacrifice, I ain't saying, oh, Mack Truck's an Illuminati. Mack Truck had to kill someone, blood sacrifice, all this. No, I stopped going to family functions. I stopped going to gatherings, holidays. None of that exists with me. I can't tell you the last time where I truly celebrated being at a family function. It's probably been over 12, 13 years, maybe longer. I had to sacrifice that. That had to go because it's nearly impossible to try to become something in the entrepreneur land field and still have the family attached to you, because family is very expensive. They're going to lean on you. They're going to need help. And you're going to have to help them. Me, I removed myself from that because I needed to make sure that I could put all the attention that I had to put into myself in order to set that goal in front of me, to attack that goal, to achieve what it was that I'm setting out for. So family had to go. I'm not saying I don't love my family. I'm not saying I didn't talk to them. I talked to my mom, talked to my dad, talked to a couple of my sisters, my older brother. Said we communicate as much as we possibly can. He's doing his thing. He's out in Florida doing his thing, a professional bodyguard. So I don't have to worry about him anymore. And everybody know, like, I know y'all seen tons of videos with him in there with me when I was training, getting ready to turn pro, even before then, even with the expo stuff. There's nothing that me and him could offer each other right now, because we both is setting out to complete this millionaire goal that we always seen for ourselves. Like, I always seen it, you know, everything that's going on, I always seen it. I can always see it. So family had to go. What else did I sacrifice? Working for someone. I had to sacrifice that shit because I'm not good at taking orders from someone, a manager, a supervisor, someone that I know for a fact that I generate more money than, you know, because why would I go get a job when I make more capital than the average middle-class person? I couldn't do that. Like, I don't see myself making somebody else rich. And I always looked at it as, if someone's willing to pay me to do something for them, a small percentage, why not do that same thing for myself and give myself the largest percentage that I want to give myself? Like with different companies that I got in relationships with, it was stepping stones. You know, I learned little things from it, but for the most part, I didn't gain anything. Never gained anything on a financial tip. And with the fitness supplement company stuff until I started doing my own thing. And even before then, I came to the companies with hundreds of thousands of dollars on my own. You see what I'm saying? When I first got into bodybuilding and started the enhancement thing, the first year, I think I exhausted over $100,000. So, not knowing and trusting everybody, overpricing, overcharging for crap, straight bullshit stuff. So, I sacrificed having to work for someone, you know, because I never want to give anyone the power to tell me when I can eat and when I can't eat, because that's basically what they're doing. So I'm not knocking those who work for anyone by far. If you love your job, and that's what you have to do, and if you working at McDonald's, right, pulling a shift and then going home, still grinding, trying to put your own game plan together for your own company, that's what it takes. You have to do that. That's the sacrifice that you have to do in order to reach that goal. You know, so I sacrificed that. Relationship. I sacrificed the marriage because I applied nothing but pressure on chasing this bodybuilding shit. And I sacrificed that, you know, like I had to lose that in order to level up to another level. Do I regret any of that? Now where I'm sitting and how I feel and how I look at everything, I don't regret it, because a strong person would have still rode with you through that, you know. However, because it wasn't like I turned my back on the relationship, I just knew I had to put 100% into this because I see the bigger picture. You know, I always seen myself as being a millionaire, multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember my first time touching my first 10,000. I was like, damn, touched $10,000. And I'm glad social media wasn't out when I was touching my first $10,000. I was young as hell. I was probably like 22, something like that. 23, maybe 23. And, you know, because I'm not with the whole posting money on Instagram. That's what broke peoples do. Broke peoples get a little money, and the first thing they want to do is show everyone that they have money. And those the ones that get locked up, get robbed, girls get with them, or dudes get with them, cheat on them, take their money, use them, and all of that. So I never been the type to floss money. Whenever I posted money, it was dollars, $1 bills or $2 bills. Small money, you know what I'm saying, as joke-wise. But far as big lumps, no. So when I made that first $10,000, I blew it fast, and I was like, damn, fuck. Like, I had to work hard to get that. And I made that next $10,000 like within a matter of weeks. So where I'm getting at is, once you make your first $10,000, it's easy to make. Like, when I touched my first $100,000, I was like, damn. And I blew that too. But I make $100,000 like it's nothing now, you know what I'm saying? So imagine when touching millions. It's like you learn from every mistake to where you don't lose and blow the money so fast. You got to learn from it, because it's nothing to like get back what you lost before. It's in you, it's not on you. You know what I'm saying? But not everyone could do that. So by me sacrificing the relationship, it put me in a better situation to know, like, to get someone or surround you. Yeah, so the thing is, you got to get you someone that's willing to ride with you, because not everyone have the entrepreneur mindset to know that it takes time and it's a lot of struggle and it's a lot of heartache. So if you ain't got no one like that, do it by your goddamn self. Surround yourself with a team of people that have the same vision as you. If you can't get around those that have more than you, okay? So I sacrificed the relationship. Like when it pertains to my kids, I always made sure that we did something fun, movies, amusement parks, and all of that. So they is right up there with the goal, which is somewhat ahead of myself because the goal is ahead of me. So they right up there with the goal. So those are things that you guys and women need to prepare yourself for. You got to prepare yourself for that. It's all about how bad you want it. It's about if it's a passion and a constantly burning desire, that's something that you have to do. Don't lock yourself down in one job and don't become those peoples out here that want to wear nothing but the major designer, Gucci, Louis, all that shit is reachable. Gucci and Louis is reachable. They make that for the poor and in the middle class. They make that for the poor people to feel like they're rich. Hermes, you never see too many rocking Hermes. Why? Hermes is not reachable. Hermes is not meant for those who can't afford it. That's why you never see no super flashy Hermes. The Gucci and Louis, they always make the shoes and the shirts and all of that super flashy because they know who it's going to attract. It's going to attract the demographic of those who don't really have it like that, because guess what? They want to look and feel and dress like they have it like that so they can get it. But what they fail to realize is those that really have money is not wearing the Gucci and the Louis that says or shows that I'm Gucci and I'm Louis. It looks normal, jeans, designer jeans, and the $1,000 jeans here, the Amiri jeans and all that. The rich are not wearing that shit. The only ones that's wearing that are those who want to feel like they're rich, and you don't want to be one of those type of people. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the one that if you wearing $100 pairs of tennis shoes or $200, $50, $500, it don't show. You want it to look less as possible. I know I got big jewelry here and there, but I don't care for that shit. When I got all that big Cuban links and all that stuff, it was when I was still going through the transitional phase of, do I want to be rich or do I want to look rich? Every blue moon, I'm going to break off the big piece. Why? Because everything in my life is together. Everything in my life is going in the positive, right direction. I'm constantly putting myself in those conversations where it's not the type of conversations where I could be around normal people and they'll understand it, It got to be those conversations that would make a regular person feel uncomfortable because they don't know how to relate, So those are some of the things that I had to sacrifice in order to get in the position where I am at now. Once we continue building up the millions, we will talk about the new sacrifices and whatnot. So until then, it's the People's Champ just trying to lay a little bit on y'all. Not too much. Just give you a little side. You feel me? A little side. A little side. Anywho, it's the People's Champ giving it to y'all gun barrel straight. Raw and uncut, no filter. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, do not get carried away in thinking that you gotta have all these expensive cars and shit to feel like you really somebody, because there is absolutely nothing satisfying about that, because especially if you're not pulling up to something that's yours, especially when you're not flat out owning it, but then it's like, if you can buy to own it, why would you want it? Unless it's some regular shit, some classic stuff, some motorcycle type stuff. Other than that, don't fuck your credit up building up nothing but leases and car payments and all of that, because all that's going to do is put you in a financial bind in the long run. You got to change your access up. You got to make yourself access more things of value, and don't get caught up in the crypto and the Bitcoin and the NFTs, because all that shit gonna blow up. I've been a hustler all my life, you know what I'm saying? And by me being a hustler and me grinding from the mud, I know those type of things right there is only geared to take from the less fortunate, the ones that's, barely making it. Because ain't nobody rich investing into that shit. Trust me, nobody rich is investing into that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that it's like a Ponzi scheme, and it's gonna continue blowing up, just like crypto and took a big ass dip. The crypto, they took a big dip. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin is right behind it, and NFTs, I don't even understand why anyone would feel the need to even really want to do that. I'm not knocking it, but me personally, I'm not desperate enough to be feeding off of those who I know barely can get month to month. Like that a $500 bill could set them back months. I'm not trying to feed off of that, because those are the only people that's participating into supporting that type of shit. Those that got that bread, they not supporting it. I don't support none of that shit. I'm totally against that shit, because I'm from the hard life. You know what I'm saying? That I'm from where you have absolutely nothing and you build that shit up. You know what I'm saying? I'm the true American dream. The odds been against me from the gate. You know what I'm saying? I'm dyslexic than a motherfucker. My words and shit and letters is always flipping, but I make it work. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be smart at all. I'm not smart. I'm intelligent as fuck. Because I know how to put the right peoples in the right places, in the right positions for me. You know what I'm saying? So, all them smart motherfuckers, I tip my hat to you. I'll be hiring y'all real soon, just to let you know. Anywho, till next time.